Good morning. For my Friday video this morning, I'm doing it on guardianships. I'm going to first start with child guardianships, or for children whose parents are unavailable either for a short period of time or for a long period of time, and a grandparent, a friend, or an other relative may want to have a guardianship on behalf of a child so they can act for their education decisions, healthcare decision, religious upbringing decisions, basically just take care of them, have the same legal rights as a parent would have. It does not take away a parent's parental rights, and the court is always going to defer to a parent if a parent were to come in and say, I want to take back authority and control over my children. But the court will ultimately look at the best interest of the child in making that determination. Other guardianships for children come into play when a child receives a large amount of money, either by an inheritance or a personal injury action or a legal action of which they are awarded money. The court is going to want that money put into a guardianship account. It's called a guardianship of the estate, to manage that and to make sure that the adults in the child's life does not spend it on things that aren't for the child. For example, when I do guardianships, estate guardianships for children, I always request then a court order for the child for the distribution. So if somebody wants that money, if the child needs that money, then I make a request to the court and get the court to authorize it. Those are put in what we call restricted accounts that do require a court order. Guardianships for children, if there's no other issue other than their age, end at 18. You have to do reports to the court to make so that the court follows the guardianship and make sure that everything is being done for this child. Adult guardianships can be for incapacitated adults. If you have a disabled child, once that child turns 18 and is eligible for state benefits, you definitely want to have a guardianship for that child so that you can manage those benefits on behalf of the child. The guardian is then usually the payee for Social Security disability, has access to the Medicaid accounts and other financial accounts of that child. The guardian then is usually the guardian of the estate and the person, and that carries a legal duty. So if it generally is the parent of that incapacitated young adult, that parent continues to have that duty for that child as if they were that child's parents, but it also allows them to act on behalf of the child for a child who cannot make his or her own decisions. Other adult guardianships might be if a parent or an elderly person, either temporarily or long-term, is unable to care for their own business, unable to make their own healthcare decisions. That's when somebody might step in and be the guardian of that person, both for the person and for the estate. So for the person to make healthcare decisions where they're living, and then for the estate, making sure bills are paid, making sure that the finances are kept in order. Anytime there's a guardian, that guardian has what we call a fiduciary duty. It's a very high standard and a very high duty to take care of, not if you're the guardian of the person, to take care of that person, where they live, if they're eating correctly, if they're getting the right health care, if we making sure that their person is in good shape. Guardian of the estate is just that. You have a fiduciary duty to treat that money. It's not your money, it's that person, your ward's money or your incapacitated person's money. So it's a very high standard, and you do have to make reports to the court, again, first time annually and then biannually after that. It is something that can be very rewarding to be the guardian, but there is also that duty and that responsibility that somebody should take very seriously. There are other ways, and the courts like to look at least restrictive methods, so that the least restrictive method might be a healthcare power of attorney, or might be a general durable power of attorney that can be executed while the person is still has the capacity to understand what they're signing. I do a lot of guardianships. I enjoy working with people. If you have any questions about guardianships, or if you want any help with that, please call me, Janice Mandla Mattingly, 317-815-0340, or you can reach me through my website at carmelfamilylaw.com. Thank you.